What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Recently, I've been having a lot of problems with my iPhone, and I'm trying to figure out if I should buy the iPhone 11. I'm also trying to figure out whether or not Tim Apple, the CEO of Apple, has been messing up my old iPhone so that I will buy an iPhone 11. Because I don't know that much about tech, I've decided to bring my brother Andrew, who is a computer science guy and just finished his second internship at Amazon Prime in Seattle, Washington this summer, onto the show to see what he thinks about the new iPhone 11 and if he'll be able to determine whether or not Tim Apple has been messing up my iPhone. So without further ado, let's welcome Andrew to the show. Andrew! Come in here. Andrew! Welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, are you happy to be here?
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Good.
I'm glad to answer your questions.
Thanks. Before we get started, I just wanted to ask you if you had to say which of our siblings is most attractive, who would you pick? Me, Brandon, you, Emma.
I think I'd go for Brandon.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he's had some pretty good looking girlfriends over the years.
Interesting. So Brandon is our best looking sibling. Do you feel grateful to be here?
Yes?
Good. This will probably be a career-making interview for you because Jeff Bezos will probably see the interview and then he will want to give you a lot more money after this.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Do you want to express your gratitude a little more?
I'm okay. Let's just keep going.
All right. First of all, why do you think I'm interviewing you?
To get my opinion about Amazon.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm interviewing
Okay.
you because I'm lazy and it's easy. This is easy content. Before I start asking you hard questions, I need to make sure that you're worth your salt as an engineer. Do you think that you could take a look at this iPhone and diagnose it? Just like tell us what is wrong with it? Ow! It's not working like it used to.
I would diagnose this as poor user care.
That is just one opinion. Why do you say that?
Based off the severely fractured screen,
Uh-huh.
I think that's a pretty big clue that it hasn't been properly taken care of. It is literally missing pieces
Okay,
of
well-
the screen.
I don't really know that you've proven your technical abilities based on that diagnosis, but if I asked you, would you be able to fix that?
No,
You do.
I'm software.
But do you think that makes you a bad engineer? That you couldn't even fix one iPhone?
I mean, if I really tried, I could probably fix it.
Okay, but you'd have to try really hard, so you're maybe a mediocre engineer?
Sure.
I think that's too bad that I'm interviewing you now and you're only an average engineer. I still need my audience to trust you as far as your expertise, and after you just kind of said you're not that good, I was hoping that maybe you could explain a little bit about what you're doing this summer at Amazon.
Alright, I built a full stack web application for an internal tool in AWS. My team worked with aggregating data throughout.
No.
I'm sorry.
This is boring.
Okay.
We're gonna lose people. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a brilliant, comes along, once in a lifetime engineer, a genius mastermind, and 1 being an engineer who is dead, where would you rate yourself?
Like a 6.
Really?
I've studied engineering for about 2 years now.
I know, I was just hoping you'd say at least an 8.
I also still have people skills, so I think that automatically
Okay,
drops
I don't
me
care
on
about that.
What was a 10 again?
A genius mastermind comes along once in a...
Lifetime. Okay. No, I'm not sure I know anybody above an 8 then.
Okay, could you get an 8 here in the next 10 to 15 minutes?
No.
Alright, we're gonna have to work with what we've got, which is a 6. Not that good, so you can't really trust anything he says, and I wouldn't use this as a source to determine whether or not you should buy an iPhone 11. Do you think Steve Jobs would be a better engineer than you?
No. Steve Jobs isn't an engineer at all.
That's not true.
That is
He
true.
is. He's an engineer. He
No.
made Apple.
Steve Wozniak made Apple.
Steve Jobs is a very good engineer. I know that's true because his company is huge. It's bigger than Amazon.
That's not bigger than Amazon.
In your opinion, did Tim Apple break my iPhone?
No, I already told you that you broke your iPhone.
Why do you think Tim Apple broke my home button?
I would say your home button probably broke because you used it a lot.
Why would Tim do that?
Doesn't seem like that bad of an idea. Make something that breaks so you buy a new one.
So you think he's a terrible person? Do you think you would say that if you were an 8?
Probably.
I don't think you can answer that because you're not an 8 and you don't know what an 8 would say.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do you think that Apple is trying to force me to buy a new iPhone?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I think they want you to buy a new iPhone very badly.
Why?
That's how they make money.
Do you think you would change your answer if you were a 10?
No.
Or like a...
That's a business-related question.
Are you going to buy the iPhone 11?
No.
Why not?
I just bought the iPhone 10. I have no need for a new iPhone.
Okay.
And,
Okay, that's good. Moving on. So do you like the iPhone 11?
I don't know too much about it yet. I've seen it's supposed to have 3 cameras, but I don't really care.
What is your opinion of the iPhone 11?
Not worth getting.
What are your thoughts on the iPhone 11?
I don't know. That I don't care too much.
Did you notice I just asked you the same question 3
I
times in a row?
Yeah.
It seems like you didn't know.
I just didn't know if you were looking for a different answer.
No, that's fine. I just think that if you had been like even a 7, you would have picked up on that. But since you're only a 6, you weren't really catching on to the fact that I was asked.
Interview. Let's just
Did
finish
you
the
get...
interview.
Okay. Can you tell me why this picture exists?
No, because you were cutting my hair and didn't finish.
I don't think that's the whole story. Do you think it is illegal for Apple to try and force me to buy a new phone? Taking a very long time to answer
No.
this question. It's not illegal for Tim Cook to break my iPhone and make me buy a new one.
I mean, you could buy a Google phone instead.
That's not the question. Is it illegal for Apple to try and break my phone so I'll buy a new one?
No.
It's not illegal.
No.
For Tim Cook to destroy my screen so I have to buy a new phone.
No.
Do you think that Apple's marketing is illegal just because it's so good?
No. I don't feel like their marketing's that good.
You don't think it's that good?
No.
Then how come everybody is obsessed with Apple? How come you're a social pariah if you buy an Android phone?
I mean, they make good
Because
products.
the marketing is so good.
What if they just made good products and they didn't market?
If they made good products, would my phone be destroyed right now?
What if they made good products that only last 2 years?
That's not a good product.
Debatable.
Well, we're chatting with a 6. Don't forget that, folks. Take his opinion very lightly. Theoretically, is it possible for Apple to slow down everybody's iPhone?
Yeah, they already did it.
Okay, they did?
Yeah.
We already figured that out?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is the conspiracy theories are true.
Yeah.
So he did destroy my iPhone.
He slowed it down, yeah.
Wow, that's a bad thing. How do you think that that would be possible?
To slow down the iPhone, they push an update that says iPhone slow down.
Do you know what you're talking about? The way you said that made it sound like you just gave us the most broad,
I'm giving a little bit of a dumbed down
non-specific version possible. It
You just say-
makes
you
me
send an
wonder
update
if
to the
you
iPhone,
don't know what
and you say,
is-
iPhone, if your battery is old, run slower.
Why would Tim Cook personally take the time to screw up my iPhone?
I don't think he would. I think that would be a business decision that Apple makes as a whole,
I disagree.
and that's put into practice by engineers.
I think it was, like you.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the real bad guy, Tim or the engineers?
What about the shareholders?
That wasn't one of the options. Who's the bad guy, Tim or the engineers?
The shareholders, because they're the ones that push them to make more money.
I don't think you understand the question.
I think
The
neither
answer-
Tim or the engineers.
Can you pick one, or do you understand?
Okay, Tim. Let's
Maybe
just
you're
go
a
with Tim.
5. Oh, Tim?
Yeah.
Alright, I agree with that. He broke my iPhone. Tim Cook and Jeff Bezos probably hang out because they both have moderately successful companies.
Tim Cook is just a CEO, and Jeff Bezos is a founder. Kind of different.
I didn't say that they founded companies, I said they have companies.
No, neither of them has a company.
Yes, they do.
They're-
Jeff Bezos has Amazon Prime and Tim Cook has Apple.
Jeff Bezos owns around 15%.
So what? He still has it. Do you know how much money he has because of that? And Tim Cook does too.
I don't think Tim Cook actually has very much money from Apple.
Really?
At least not on the scale of
So
Jeff
you think
Bezos.
they don't hang out?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I think
Satya-
Jeff probably hangs out with Satya.
Why?
Because they own more similar companies.
Do you feel bad that they hang out without you?
Sometimes, yeah. Thought about asking Jeff to lunch one time.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't.
Would he have said yes?
Don't know.
Why and how did Apple orchestrate me falling right at the exact moment that I was holding my iPhone precariously so that when I hit the ground, the screen would shatter?
So you're saying that you did break the screen?
No, I'm saying Apple did it and I'm wondering how they orchestrated that.
Probably statistics. That would be my guess.
That does not make any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Math did not make me trip.
No, it does. Statistics rules everything.
No, that's wrong. I'm sorry.
Alright?
How would that work?
They just know that all they have to do
They
is sit
throw a
back.
key value at me
And
I
statistics
fall.
will make you fall at some point.
You hit me with a standard deviation, and then I fell on my face and broke my phone.
That's how it works.
No.
That is how it works.
It's not. That makes no sense. That was a terrible answer.
I think that answer might have just pushed me to a level 7 engineer.
I disagree. Would you have your feelings hurt if he made fun of you for being a nerdy engineer?
Jeff Bezos is actually a pretty nerdy guy. It would be a stretch. For him to make fun of me, it would be kind of like the pot calling the kettle black.
That was the nerdiest thing I've ever heard. Regardless of whether or not he's a nerd himself, would you feel sad if he was calling you a nerd?
No, not really.
Wow, that's confidence. I have written up this letter on your behalf to Tim Cook. It says that you are a mediocre engineer. It says that you have proof that Apple is screwing up people's phones. You're demanding $1 billion for silence. I have your name at the bottom. Would you want to sign it?
No.
Actually, I was just kidding. This is a letter to Mom and Dad for Halloween that says that we love them. Do you want to sign it?
Sure.
Oh, cool. It's not really. It's a letter to Tim Cook that says you're demanding $1 billion. I felt bad. I didn't think you were going to believe me, but then you did, so I had to tell you that it's not a Halloween love letter to Mom and Dad. It's extortion. Well, moving on. Previously, you have left some pretty disparaging comments on my YouTube videos. I'm wondering if you still stand by those comments and if you still hate my YouTube videos.
Yep.
Okay, great. Is it possible that you hate my videos because you are a huge nerd, evidenced by the fact that you're a nerdy engineer?
Yes, that is possible.
Do you have any tips for people at home who maybe aren't engineers about technology?
Nope. Just stay in school, learn how to program, and you'll be fine.
Oh, so you do have a tip?
Yeah.
Okay, because you just said you didn't have one and then you proceeded to share one. You were flip-flopping a little bit. Do you get confused easily or?
No, I just changed my mind.
Okay, you are a flip-flopper. Don't really stand with what you say.
Yeah.
That's why I think you'll change your mind about my YouTube videos. Do you want to marry Jeff Bezos?
No.
Do you want to marry his ex-wife now that she's single and very, very rich?
No.
That was a good answer because guess what? Your boss is watching this video. Do you want to teach me how to do some coding?
I tried once and you didn't want to learn.
That's not true.
That is very true.
No, I was...
Yeah, I tried to teach
Well,
Python.
maybe if you weren't telling me so many boring things.
You were bored out of your mind within about 10
because
seconds.
you were just talking about stuff that was so dumb and didn't matter at all.
Yeah, well, I guess basic Python
It was
syntax
completely
doesn't
useless.
matter.
I'm just saying the stuff you were telling me right then. I was never going to need that information. Alright, so that's it for today. Andrew says don't buy an iPhone 11. What did you say? Did you say that Tim Cook broke my iPhone, or was that the final consensus that he did do it?
I don't think it matters that much.
You're being very difficult. I asked you to be on the show to help me out, and then you come on the show and you just have an attitude the whole time. Like, dude, are you gonna help me or? Okay. We still don't know if Tim Cook broke my phone. Andrew said that on a scale of 1 to 10 as an engineer, he's a 6, which probably isn't good enough to really know what happened to my iPhone, but Andrew says the iPhone 11 is not worth it. He's not a very good authority on the iPhone 11 either, but he says you shouldn't buy one if you care. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be an engineer like Andrew and you're a young kid watching this video, I don't recommend it because you'll probably end up like Andrew, who's a huge nerd and not even that good of an engineer. Would you agree?
No.
Sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys
You're
next
welcome.
week.